Nathan Jennison of the Mortgage Architects, today talking about the cash offer loan program that we have. You might be surprised to know that 30% of real estate transactions are done as cash deals. That means that the buyer is bringing 100% of funds to the table and leveraging that in order to beat out competing offers or negotiate a much better price on that purchase of that property. And sometimes it's both. Well, now we're going to even the odds, and you don't even have to be independently wealthy. So let's talk about it. Why cash? Well, one is going to give you a lot better leverage with the sellers. Your cash offers a greater level of certainty because sellers know that loans fall out. And so when you have a cash offer versus a loan, that cash is guaranteed to close. That loan may or may not close, especially in an industry that tends to overpromise and underdeliver. Also, there's some potential money savings in this for you. When you have that much greater certainty, the seller will often trade the top dollar that they could get for their property in order to get that certainty and take a little less money in the end to get that, especially if they really need to make a deal happen fast. And speaking of fast, you can close on this cash offer loan in as little as 10 days. When you have a seller that has already moved out of the house and is in that uncomfortable position of having to make 2 mortgage payments, the idea of being able to take a little bit less on their purchase price in order to get out of that second mortgage and reduce their anxiety, that is highly, highly attractive. Now, you don't have to be independently wealthy. You can put as little as 5% down on this purchase. Ideally, 10% is going to be the best overall situation for you. But again, 5% works just fine. Well, do you have to have perfect credit? Nope. You can do this with as little as a 640 credit score in order to qualify for the program. There's other terms that also exist, so it's not a guaranteed thing. But ultimately, this is something that works for a broad swath of people. We can level the playing field. All right. Did you know that cash buyers pay about 12% less than those using a mortgage? This is according to the University of California, San Diego study. So again, you can leverage cash to save significantly on the purchase of the property. Well, clearly, this program's not free, right? So let's talk about how much the program costs. Now, we're going to go through some numbers, and these numbers, it's important to note, are not all of the costs associated with the real estate transaction. We're not covering title costs and taxes and fees and prepaids. We're just going to talk about the actual cost of this program if you decide to use it. So let's take a look at a scenario where there's a $500,000 purchase price. Now, in this scenario, you have to put at least 5% down, so we're talking about $25,000. There is interest associated with this because this is a cash offer loan. It's a short-term loan. And so the interest that's on this loan is at 10%. Now that's highly unattractive, I'm sure, but keep in mind that as soon as you close on this, we're working to refinance you out of that loan into your standard everyday mortgage. And so we're going to try to get that done as quickly as we can. So in this case, let's say 21 days. You're looking at paying $2,730 of interest costs over that period of time on a $475,000 loan. All right. Origination fee. So ultimately, you're going to have to pay either a 1% origination fee, and that's if you're putting at least 10% down, or 1.5% if you're putting 5% down. So in that situation, this is going to cost you somewhere between $4,750 to $7,125 for utilizing this program in terms of the origination fee. And if you add all that up, your total cost in the program is $7,480 to $9,855, and that's direct cost. Well, what's this $30,000 number? Well, if you look back at that 12% average savings, and let's say, hey, you know what? We want to be a little conservative. We understand that there's a lot of competition out there. A lot of people are wanting to buy homes right now. We may not be able to save 12%, but what if we save 6%? Well, 6% on that purchase price, that's $30,000. So you're spending around $10,000 on this program, but the benefit is that you're much more likely to actually win the deal on the house of your dreams and save significantly while doing it. And in the meantime, you're looking at a 3-to-1 ratio in terms of your savings. That's really, really strong. All right. Well, what's the process for this? Well, first off, you're going to need to get pre-approved with the Mortgage Architects. You need to let us know that you want to use this program, and we will also pre-approve you with our lender for the cash offer loan. You're going to leverage that cash offer to win the contract on the house of your dreams. Once you do that, you're going to be able to close in that property in as little as 10 days. And then as soon as you close in that property, we're going to start refinancing you out of that loan. Now, keep in mind that you're really looking at two transactions here. So you have the one, which is the purchase transaction, and then on the other side of it, we have the refinance and the costs associated with that. So those do need to be taken into account, and we're happy to walk through what that looks like for you. All right. Either way, though, this is another way that the Mortgage Architects helps you win the contract on the house that you want, helps you save money while doing so. And again, we offer an exceptional experience throughout that process. Reach out to us. Let's get you started, and we're going to go from there. Here is the legal stuff. Enjoy.